Hey everybody, it's Ardel Joseph of Ardel Joseph Wealth Coaching. Today I want to talk about FinTocch. Some of you actually may know it as FinTocch, but this is a blockchain, ecosystem, a blockchain project, or you may even call it a blockchain company. However, the company has an LLC out here in California, here in the US, where I currently reside. But most of the activity is taking place over in Asia. Now, for those of you that's a part of the ecosystem, you know that it's exciting times here at FinTocch. We had our FTC token that was released. It's trading right now in the DeFi space through PancakeSwap. And we're just excited, actually. We're excited today. What I want to do is bring an update as to how that release went, kind of take a look at how it came to market, what was the reaction like, and kind of where are we heading with FinTocch next. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a minute and go ahead and share my screen and show you guys a little bit of the excitement in terms of the roadmap that we just learned about most recently for FinTocch, right? And I'm super excited. Why? Guys, look at this. We have FinTocch 2.0. 2.0. Now, there was obviously a 1.0, but in terms of FinTocch 2.0, they say it's more powerful and more profitable. We're coming out of a lending platform where we had over 60 million wallets, where persons were getting 1% per day, and then you can compound that at 1.5% after 7 days, right? And the way we were able to lend our monies in, there were traders who would have been trading in the DeFi space and they were borrowing. And that is FinTocch 1.0. Very, very profitable over the past year, lots and lots of liquidity in the system. And the capital raised there, the FTH, which was the equity token of that system, took in over, we got that tracking token up to $102,000 per coin, guys. I mean, very, very powerful. So look, what do we have here in FinTocch 2.0? Well, wow. Well, most of us who had cash into the system, we had the opportunity to actually buy in and become node participants. We're actually able to mine FTC tokens. And while we have the supernodes, the supernoders, that 100 supernodes that were there, there were 10,000 additional nodes that were available. And many of our members and some new persons that came on at the last minute were able to subscribe to these nodes. And I'm telling you, I've done the math, I've done the calculation. If the FTC coin would maintain around about $500 per token in perpetuity, you're still looking at about 1.2% daily yield for what these nodes are mining. And obviously, if we get up to about $1,000, then that doubles to around about 2.4%. Anything beyond that, the sky is the limit. But guys, for those of us that have equity in the system, not only are we going to get FTC coins mined, but we're also going to get all of that equity back once this entire ecosystem stabilizes. Give it about a year, thereabout. So we have pending unused cash vouchers will be refunded at a profit of 30 to 300% upon completion of the FinTocch ecosystem, guys. Give us about a year for that process to take place. In the meantime, we're mining FTC. After 180 days, we get 100% release of those mined tokens. Currently, we're able to do redemptions at a smaller percentage rate, and those FTC go straight into our FinTocch wallet. So guys, good news. The good news is that lending and borrowing is returning, guys. July 1st, the first week of July, we're going to have lending and borrowing returning. FTC, 10% margin. It does not get more interesting or more exciting than that, ladies and gentlemen. And additionally, guys, I want you guys to keep your ears peeled. The excitement is buzzing within our ecosystem. For those of you that didn't get a chance to participate in the nodes, there is so much more that's coming. And I'm going to tell you, the decentralized space is where you want to be. So we have coming up on Uniswap, we're going to be able to have FTCs. They're going to be issued on the ERC20. network, and on SunSwap, we're going to have TRC version on the Tron network for FTC. That's going to bring a lot more liquidity into our ecosystem. We already have FinSol, which you can, go in and do gamify, different games and stuff like that within that ecosystem. So FTC has lots and lots of utility. And imagine the more and more utility that you get for this FTC token, what's going to happen, guys? Demand in the marketplace. That means if you're currently a holder, and I do admonish you that if you don't hold any FTC right now, the prices are hovering right around roughly 400. We're going to get into the charts in a little bit because I want to show you what happened that on Monday for this launch. There are persons who are sitting, I'll say they're holding the bag somewhat, but they're persons with that excitement. I've seen some trade executed above $100,000, but actually some even beyond that. We're going to look at the candlesticks and everything. I'm going to use my Android phone. I'm going to use my iPhone because I was looking at the charts, on my different phones, and I'm able to kind of see what kind of took place in those charts to give me an idea of where support and resistance is. But guys, here's a big piece that's coming in the third quarter of 2023. We have the centralized exchange, the largest centralized exchange in the world, Binance, guys. FTC is going to be able to be tradable, and you can move it to your Binance exchange, guys. I am telling you, this project is monumental. Millionaires were made over the past year, and I believe that billionaires are going to be made moving forward. So to round this all out, guys, what we have here, FinTOCH 2.0, why FTC price going high, 60 million active users. Each user wants to buy 0.1 FTC to activate your FinTOCH wallet. So if you're an existing member of our ecosystem, get the word out. If you're anywhere out there, you're just looking around for a project, connect with us, connect with me. We can show you how to get into the ecosystem. We have 6 million FTC right now in circulation, less than 40,000. So we have FinTOCH Power, guys, 50 million USDT buyback action happening right now inside of our ecosystem. So having said that, guys, we're going to jump straight into the charts. Now, what you're seeing in front of you right here is just in the middle of what really took place from Monday until today. Clearly, you can't really see it very well, but that's the reason why I'm going to switch over to my iPhone here in a minute. But we're looking at the PooCoin.app that allows us to look at this coin, and clearly it is the FTC. If you look at the top of my screen right there in the middle, it's currently trading at $395 and 57 cents. Let's call it USDT, right? We currently have a market cap over on the left side of my screen, market cap of 332 million, thereabout. The total supply is 840 million, guys. And we have 3 liquidity providers right now. So, there's pretty good liquidity, but I really wanted to bring your attention to the chart because there is volatility. I mean, this view that I have right here on my screen, got us up to about 2,800, but I'm telling you, we've seen prices execute much higher than that. So I want to take you through a minute by minute tick on Monday's action, and then kind of fast forward you through to today, guys. Very, very powerful what I've seen here. I've seen some big whales come in, buy up around the $200 level, push that thing up to about 1,200. We have some persons in the room, some persons who actually made some money. One guy called me up. He said, man, I got in at 300, and he took some off the table at 1,200. A really good trading experience, ladies and gentlemen. So just give me a minute. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to my iPhone here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share on this screen. And I'm going to go ahead over to my iPhone. So let's get the iPhone up and running. And let's see what's going on. Make myself a co-host over there. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be with you in a second. I'll be with you here in a second. So we're going to go ahead and share screen on the iPhone. And the broadcast should be coming up in a minute. All right. So I was just showing you guys what was happening over in the charts, right? And it's very, very powerful what's happening in the charts, guys. So here we go. Let me find my chart and let me move my big head out of the way right there in the corner. All right, so here are the charts, guys. Now, I'm going to tell you, it was on Monday, right around 2 p.m. And I'm going to go back. That big candle that you see there, I'm going to take my mouse, well, my finger, put it in the middle of the screen, where now you can see the statistics, right? We had a high. I'm seeing a high, right, of over, well, there was it opened basically at around 500 bucks. We saw a huge spike up, and we're looking at about 1.5 something million based on what I can see right there with my natural eyes. But if I move my chart over to capture the first sets of candles, I can clearly actually see 60. So that's how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that looks like about 60 million. These are market makers. They're trying to get the liquidity in. So prices were being executed at some crazy prices. Look on the right side of my screen, you will see like over 50 million. I mean, these are huge candle spikes, but these are not natural prices. Now, let me show you the actual chart as the token began to trade. Now, as this token began to trade, here are some of the candles that I'm looking at, all right, guys? So look over to the left side of my screen. Let's talk about 100,000. We have wicks. On the left side of my screen, we have candlesticks, and we have the wicks that wicked up. There are some trades that executed right around 1 million. We have trades that executed around 800,000. We have trades that executed around 600,000. There are trades, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. 400,000, and there was volume, buying and selling volume. Now look at the huge sell candle, 150. So liquidity was coming in. There were trades being executed. The market makers actually did a good job to ensure that they kept some of the whales out. So anybody wanted to dare buy in at those levels, it's at their own peril. But that's what we saw coming in. We saw the trades being executed. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, well, actually, let me just scroll up a bit. Down here is where you get to see the actual prices, the number of tokens, and the prices. So that's what I was tracking. It's almost like looking at the level 2 when you're doing stock trading. You go to the level 2 and you see the price, the bids, and the ask, right? So let's continue to scroll. This is the 1 minute. These are 1 minute chart. I intentionally did this so you can actually see the candlesticks. So guys, here's some trading that I want you guys to see, because we were on a market watch with our team. On the left side of the screen, you're looking at around 14:45. That'll be in 2:45 p.m. And we saw some support came in to the market round about the levels at around 500 bucks, as you can see down there at the bottom, right? I was so shocked and surprised. I literally saw the buyers came in droves. Look at those bullish candles. Look at the wicks going up, guys. Those green candles, look towards the left side of my screen as I scroll. So price moved up from right around those levels and went all the way up to $30,000. I mean, there are persons who may have gotten in even at $1,000. Could you imagine that? And riding that thing up to $30,000. This is real money coming into the market. Look at the volume graphs at the bottom. You can't miss it on the volume graphs at the bottom. And then there was some massive selling that took place. Massive selling came in. Those persons who took the first inaugural trades, they started dumping, they made money, more and more liquidity was added. And now I'm going to continue minute by minute to show you the action. In the middle of the screen, we're looking at about 4:15 in the afternoon. Actually, look at the left of the screen, right around 4 o'clock. Some buyers came in at $1,000 and then they pushed it up for 200% profit to 3,000. That's the lower left to upper right move right there for you. Then we had some more sellers came in. Guys, this was a market action on Monday. It was crazy. I do recall right around on the right side of the screen right there, 2,000 was the price. We were told at that point, guys, let's look to see if the market's going to retrace and look for an entry. And I can tell you, it went down to around 1,600. Then it just started to tumble. It started to tumble, guys. It started to tumble. And as you can see on the screen, it held support right around 380. And then we had a little bit of a flush. And personally, I was truly looking to enter the market at that particular juncture. Look at the price at 300. It kept fluctuating between 300 and 400. And look what happened. It was 3 o'clock in the morning in Asia, guys. The Asians began to trade the market. We're now looking at about 6:45 p.m. in the afternoon. Look at that bull run from around about the $240 level, and it just kept going and going and going. Pull back for a little, and it just kept going again. It just didn't stop. It kept going and going and going and going and going and going. I think it stopped around about 1,200. Guys, serious move in the market. If you had $300 in there, it would have gone to 3, 6, 9, 12. So you would have 6, 9, 12. That's 300%. It just kept going, guys. It kept going. Lots and lots of buyers. And I'm going to tell you, it capped out almost at $1,300. Some persons got trapped up there clearly. And then we started seeing around close to midnight, massive sell-off, guys, massive sell-off. But this is a lot of market action, serious volatility to bring the FTC token to market on the Bet20 network. So here, play by play, minute by minute, this is what we're seeing, the charts, people making money, scalpers coming in, making money. We held right around $1,000 for an entire night, just fluctuating back and forth. And then guess what? The dump came down to 800. And then we're expecting another one because we have some chartists that were looking at it. So lots and lots of volatility, holding around 900. And I'm going to take us now fast forward to yesterday, where we started to see prices kind of move down. And the prices began, I'll show you where the prices started to move down. You'll see the candlestick here in a minute. Here we go. We had a pullback, head fake to the upside, and then the prices started to go down. So this is where we got to. We got down to about 300, about roughly 330. And then the prices started to go up, where we have been holding steady close to about $400. So this is where we are right now at around 400. We're at 396. If I change to the 30-minute chart, you'll actually get a better indication. You'll get a better indication as to what the actual chart looks like after yesterday's sell-off. So this is where we are right now. Great opportunity to be able to come in and buy some FTC right around the $400 mark. For those of you in our ecosystem, that will actually be $39.60 for you to buy the required 0.1 FTC on the Bet20. You definitely want to do that as quickly as possible. So guys, we're very, very excited for what we have here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop the share on this particular screen. And now I'm going to go over to my third phone, and I'm going to share that screen so we can launch the FINTOCH app, right? So here we go. We're going to share screen right there. And this is the Android. Over on the left-hand side of my screen is the FINTOCH app. I just love to hear when it opens up. There we go. FINTOCH, guys. Very, very powerful. All right, so this is what the home screen looks like. In the bottom right, we have the wallet. And this wallet I've used principally for just connecting to PancakeSwap. We have the swap trading right there on the right-hand side. On the top, we can go over and we can trade FTC in the open market right here. I'm not trading right this second. I've already gotten my trades in, but I'm just kind of show you what we have, FTC to USDT. So let's go back to the wallet. And here are the assets in the wallet. So as you can see, I have some FTC Fin right there sitting, the second one from the top. And if I go to the bottom where it says profit, it brings up this screen. It shows you my mining rewards, top left, mining rewards. I can go in, I'll see that this currently has quite a few FTCs that's been produced. The approximation right now, as you can see there, 0.35409, that equates to $141. And it's just been a couple of days since we've been mining here as well. So very, very powerful. I can do my withdrawal by clicking that button in the middle. I'm not going to do it right this second because I have to put in my password and all that. Don't want you guys to see that. And you know, so far everything looks great here in the system. If you go to the actual exchange, in the middle, you get to see 0.01 is there as some liquidity that I have, which equates to about 43. That kind of shows me the rough estimate of price currently in the market. And here, when we open that up, we get to see the live price with the live chart. So we're able to actually track the price movement. See, the top right side of the screen says 399.1, guys. And we currently have FTC valued in terms of our current equity of 102 million. So guys, we're just within the 4th day, and look at all of this liquidity that's in here. We're just getting started. Again, less than 50 bucks, get you 0.1 FTC and get rolling. I'm just excited for what the future has in store for us, guys. Again, you know, it's an amazing ride that we have here with FINTOCH. You definitely want to be a part of this ride. Get back with a person that invited you to this program. Tell them, you know what? I want to get on board. I want to be a part of this opportunity. You know, hey, you want to be on board and you want to be a part of this opportunity, guys. I'm telling you, it's an exciting, exciting time. You know, here in the back office, we have all of this action that's taking place. Very, very excited. Very, very excited. All right. So again, guys, I want to thank you for your time. This is Ardel Joseph of Ardel Joseph Wealth Coaching, and we're going to see you at the top. Have a good one.